Today I will discuss the below phrases. If you use these phrases in your writing and speaking, you will definitely get an outstanding score in IELTS writing and speaking section. 1. More often than not. 2. A plethora of. 3. In years or days to come. 4. A burning issue. 5. Talk of the town. 6. In a nutshell. 7. A snowball effect. 8. A perfect storm. 9. A double-edged sword. 10. Every now and then. Phrase number 1. More often than not, which means usually or most of the time. Example is, I more often than not take my breakfast at 7 a.m. Another example is, more often than not, a student will come up with the right answer. Phrase number 2, a plethora of, which means a very large amount of something or a lot of. Example is, there is a plethora of books about the royal family. Another example is, I have a plethora of shares, so I will donate some. Phrase number 3, in years or days to come, which means in future. Example is, I think that our country will turn into a developed country in years to come. Another example is, the villagers will raise their voice for electricity interruption in days to come. Phrase number 4, a burning issue, which means very important and urgent. Example is, nowadays coronavirus is a burning issue across the world. Another example is, global health care has been a burning issue in today's meeting. Phrase number 5, talk of the town, which means to be what everyone is talking about. Example is, nowadays coronavirus is the talk of the town. Another example is, the new actor has been the talk of the town because of his outstanding acting. Phrase number 6, in a nutshell, which means in the fewest words or brief. Example is, in a nutshell, organic food has more nutrients. Another example is, in a nutshell, this is their love history. Phrase number 7, a snowball effect, which means an accelerating growth of magnitude, including fame, fortune, importance, or danger. Example is, the success of these women has had the snowball effect of bringing more and more women into the sport over the past few years. Another example is, investing in the business was a snowball effect for him, getting double return in every year. Phrase number 8, a perfect storm, which means an especially bad situation caused a combination of unfavorable circumstances. Example is, the past 5 years have been a perfect storm of low interest rates, easy credit, and rising household cost. Another example is, the oil crisis has begun a perfect storm in Middle East. Phrase number 9, a double-edged sword, which means a situation or course of action, both positive and negative effects. Example is, the rising popularity of the mobile phone has really presented a double-edged sword. Another example is, the increase in tourism has been a double-edged sword for island residents. Phrase number 10. Every now and then, which means sometimes. Example is, we still get together for lunch every now and then. Another example is, every now and then he regretted his decision. Subscribe the channel to get more IELTS resources. Like the channel to inspire us to upload more videos. Comment on comment box on what you need to learn.